Hey, I'm Recruit Jiles. Welcome back to another episode of A Day in the Life of Cobb County Police Recruit Mandate 58. We just got certified in DUI detection.
This week we had instructors come into the classroom from our DUI task force, and some of them are DREs, which means drug recognition expert. They got us trained in DUI and in SFST, which SFST stands for Standardized Field Sobriety Test. That is just a test that gives us a level or test that we can indicate the level of impairment when we encounter an impaired driver on the road. We also had some solicitors come over and do a mock trial with us about testifying on a DUI trial specifically, so we could get acclimated to what that might feel like. And during that time, they taught us a little bit about courtroom demeanor, how to prepare for testimonies, how to make sure that we can work together to get the case as strong as possible. And while we did that, we got a chance to testify in front of our classmates, and the solicitors acted as both a prosecutor and a defense attorney to give us the most authentic environment possible of what it would be like to testify in court. When you are up there testifying in a mock trial, it is much different than you'd probably assume. It's one thing to watch your fellow classmates go up there and think, oh, I could nail this. And then when you're in that seat, everything changes. We had people even forgetting what their first name was. But it really puts the pressure on, especially when the defense attorney gets up and completely obliterate your entire argument, depending on the quality of report that you wrote. So it really taught us the whole scope of the DUI investigation process, how important each phase is, even report writing, down to testifying.
The reason why we received this training is because there are a lot of impaired drivers out there, and we want to remove those impaired drivers to make these roads safer for everyone.
All right, so we learned one part of the Standardized Field Sobriety Test called the HGN, which is officially known as the horizontal gaze nystagmus, and that is a test that detects the involuntary jerking of the eyes, otherwise known as nystagmus. And we use a finger or a pen, and we hold it up in front of the subject's face, and as we slowly move that pen or finger either to the right or to the left, they track it with their eyes, and that allows us to detect the involuntary jerking of their eyes as they gaze horizontally or vertically.
This class was phenomenal. I very much enjoyed it. It was taught by Sergeant Nadu and Instructor Chalk. They both are DREs. That means that they are expert at DUI investigations. They both taught us a lot in the practical and classwork. They both had numerous of court time, so they taught us a lot in the classroom and as far as the mock trial.
I do think I will enjoy conducting DUI investigations out on the road as a patrol officer. I do think and know that especially after this class, I feel a lot less intimidated by it. We'll see about testifying. I'm sure that will still feel intimidating, but the longer we do it and the more we do it, I know that the better I'll get at it.
DUI task force is probably not the avenue I will pursue, but I can tell you one thing. If I do encounter an impaired driver, I'm highly qualified to tackle that task.